Morning guys, what are we gonna do today? I bet you can guess. We're gonna work on a cute basket like this, whether you wanna do a smaller one or even a large one. That would even be cute. And we're gonna decoupage to give you a whole new look. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we need to measure how big our slats are. And every basket's gonna be different, so you just need to measure your basket. So what I'm doing is from the lip right here, I am measuring down to where this lip is. And that is 2 3/4. So I'm gonna write that down, 2 3/4 for the top. And then at the bottom, go from the bottom of this lip, and you wanna overlap just a little to the bottom. And I'm gonna go 3 inches on this. So you just have a tiny smidge at the bottom of this, underneath. And then the width, the majority of time, all of these are the same width all the way around. These are 1.5 inches wide, the top and the bottom. Write that down, so wide is 1.5. And then what we're gonna do is take our paper and we're gonna cut it into strips. I decided for this one, I wanted to try something a little different, so I am going to use this fun recycled paper with this rooster on it. So after you figured out what your width is, you wanna count around to see how many slats you have. So I know my slats are 1.5 inches, and I've counted and I have 16 of these. So we're gonna take whatever width you have times however many there are, and you're gonna figure out how many inches of paper you will need across. So once again, this is 2 3/4, this is 3, so I need 5 3/4 of paper going down. And since I've decided I'm going to use my rooster, I am just going to cut this paper at the top edge of the rooster first. And then I'm going to go down 5 3/4. And then I also know the top half is 2 3/4, the bottom half is 3. So I'm gonna cut the 2 3/4 from the top. And I have 3 at the bottom. Now we're going to do our 1.5 inch strips. But I just do each one at a time instead of a bunch so that I can line them up, and when they go on, they're in order. And I have these in order, and I'm gonna leave them right here, and I'm gonna start the other side. And it seems like you could have just cut them all at once, but if you're not really exact when you're cutting through them, it really moves. And you might get some odd sizes. So I'd rather just take my time on this project and get it right. Put these aside, and then we'll start gluing. Okay, so we're gonna start, I'm gonna start with the top, and make sure that you are going the correct way, how your papers were lined up. So if you have them this way, make sure you either need to go this way or this way, depending which way you cut them. I am just putting glue, and this is just a soft gel medium, but you could use any type of decoupage medium you would like. So I have 3 strips left, so what I'm gonna do is cut another piece, and I think I'm gonna cut it from right here. Okay, so now we're just gonna measure how big the band is, the top and the center band. And the top one is 1 inch, and the center one is a 1/2 inch. I know I'm gonna need a couple strips. I'm just gonna cut 2 strips, 2 1-inch strips and 2 1/2 inch strips. Okay, so after you've cut your strips, what I'm gonna do is, to start with the top one, I'm just gonna start my piece where this where the joints meet here and it overlaps. Let's do the middle seam. Let's again start where the ends meet. So all I'm doing is just laying one strip over the other strip here. And actually, if you just like the color of your basket, you don't even need to put these strips around. So now that I'm done and it's dry, I'm just going to put a coat of poly over it, but you can use any type of a sealer you would like. You may see that the paper bubbles up a little when it gets wet again, but when it dries, it'll go completely flat again. So what a cute basket, whether it's for fall, summer, spring, and if you hang on a little longer, we have another fun thing we added to this at the end of the credits, so stay tuned. So I'm going to put him on this box, but I think I'm going to trim some of this out first. And I am just using a small paintbrush with water. And then after I get it wet, it rips very nicely. But you got to make sure your paper doesn't dry. Since I have this big opening here, and I really want to see his feet, I'm just going to take this piece out, and I just kind of scored it with my fingernail. So I know where I'm going to line him up, and I'm just going to get my glue on here. Oh, let's see what it looks like with the top of the rooster on top. What a fun display if you had something in the middle of the table, because the other side, the basket's open. You could fill that full of something fun in the crate, and on top you could put some fun things coming out, but all the way around. It would just look adorable. Thanks for watching, guys.